Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So recently I have renamed my YouTube channel from V Gamers to Cyber Adventures because it's been a long time, guys. It took forever for me to literally upload video. Last upload was literally months ago. So this is my comeback now, and I will be starting again. So, sorry for the delay. I apologize for everything I have been working on. Things didn't go as planned as before. So, anyways, I am back with some new adventures, new cyber adventures. I'm now got some experience and stuff, and many things happened lately. So, this is episode 1 of Paws and Penguins, a Linux adventures. So, in this episode, we are going to talk about some Linux commands here. In this series, I'm going to teach you some basic Linux concept that you must know in order to run Linux. Linux is a powerful operating system. It almost run by every company on the servers. And literally, if you are using Linux, you are the power user of your computer. Anyways, without wasting our time, let's get to the commands here. So Linux basically works on terminal most of the time. Most of the people use terminal. And Linux basically operates on terminal. And before you folks out there comment or spam in the comment section that it is not Linux, it is GNU/Linux. Yeah, I accept that, but I'm so used to calling it Linux. So basically, Linux actually works mostly, on terminals, starting with the one which is the most fundamental and versatile command called ls. ls is a command that is used to list the content of a directory. Linux actually works on directories. Whenever you open this terminal here, as you can see here, there is a terminal open. There is something specific to tell here. For example, here, there is the username root. In many cases, the format is like that. There is root, the username, and add the computer name at the rate. So as you can see here, I'm using Arch Linux. The username is root, all right? And the computer name is this, Electro, my favorite element from Genshin, whatever. So this is basically telling you that you are logged in as root on the computer, Electro on the terminal. And this tilde here or anything specific here tell you which directory you're working on currently. And this is basically which type of user. If you see hash, you are a root user. Root user mean a super user who has access. We'll learn about these things in users in the later video. Let's just focus on this thing here, the tilde. Okay? Okay, let us run the ls command so we can see what's really going on. When I type ls, you can see there is nothing here because this is the Docker container I'm running inside. So when you use ls command, you will see a bunch of stuff on your Linux distro. For example, if I create a file into this thing, or I just switch terminals here, and I will just type ls command, and you can see there are so many things out of nowhere. The thing you are seeing in blue or pink is actually some files. The things you are seeing in blue are the folders here, just like files and folders. When you know there is a file, all right? So just like files and folders, like this thing, as you can see here, there are some folders here, and there are some files here. So just like that, when you type ls, you may seems there are so many files in here. For example, here, let us check this. There are some file called as a JPEG image, and there's my music here. There's my operating systems here, there, and so many, and so forth. It's like this. All right. So as you can see here, there are files here. There's basically many files in my home directory. So as you can notice here, in the previously there was tilde. So basically what tilde means. Tilde means which tilde means in Linux you are in your user directory. If you can remember correctly, in the Windows system there are C drive, C/users, and the users directory have different usernames in it. For example, there are users called Jeff and Joey, for example, etc. etc. So those data are separated and installed here. So in Linux, you have this directory /home/Keqing. We will learn more about the directories in the next video, but for the sake of this topic, or in not making the video long, let us only focus on the ls command. Okay, so there are so many switches you can use in Linux. All right, so basically ls command is used to list the content of the directory. Okay, you have also seen that thing in action, but it's not thus yet. All right, I mean, basically, yeah, it's right, it's simple, but there's more you can do with ls. All right, so basically if I make a file here, let us say touch example example files. Let us create files with 1 to 5 files. All right, and if you type ls, you can see there are files. All right, so basically you can do ls is list files all. Okay, but you can also do more stuff from ls. For example, like if you type ls / I mean like -a, this tells all the directories available in the folder. For example, as you can see here in my actual home directory, there are these files. And if we type like this, ls -a, a basically stands for all, or if I type ls -all, you can see there are more files than the previous ls command here. Now you can see files and directories that are hidden. Okay, basically if I type ls, you cannot see those hidden directories here, neither in the file explorer until you somehow manage to turn on the hidden folder option. So there are files that not visible. In Linux, if you want to hide a file or folder, you have to use dot before it. All right, so if I use it like there is some folders. For example, this is my ampler folder, or example, this is my cache folder. In cache folder, I used to store caches of the program, and there are so many folders here. There are assets folder, an awt folder, DOSBox folder, docker folder, and for example, these all are the hidden folders. It's okay. So Denizuh, you means like there's -a, so you can use hidden files. What about the file details? All right, I got you back here. And if you type like this, ls-l, all right, just L, and if you hit enter, you can see there are more information on each specific files here. On the very left, you can see there are file permissions here. The RWR, blah, blah, blah. You can see here, those are your file permissions. Same goes to this. And, okay. And this, as you can see here, root is the owner of the file and the group of the file. This is the group and this is the owner of the file, the one which created the file. And if you type same here on my actual Linux distro, you can see it has the same thing. All right. And this are the owner, and this 0 here, it actually is size of the file. For example, if I write something in the file, for example, hello world, an example one file, and ls again, you can see the is increase in the amount of data here. As you can see here, there is no increase here, and this is increase. Okay, good. And what these two things are, basically they are the timestamp on which the file was last created or modified. Okay, remember I created this file in 3.18, and this edited, I mean, like, use this command here in 3.21 here. So it basically says you how, I mean, what is the last modification of this file went, this whole line. All right, so basically that's it, I guess. No, there are all more things you can do with ls command here. For example, you cannot understand this thing if it is too big. It's actually in bytes, all right? So if you want more human readable format, use the up key on your keyboard to navigate between previous commands. Up key to navigate on the previous, and down key for the navigate from the forward command. It's like undo and redo on Linux, all right? So if you type ls-lh, you may be able to see the human readable format here. All right, you can see here total 4K. 4K means 4 KB kilobyte. And if we type ls-lh, I may be able to see stuff here. For example, see, as you can see here, there are video file sizes here. All right, so basically it does make it in a human readable format. Okay, now the sizes are displayed in human readable format like KB, MB, and GB, if you are working and so familiar with that. All right, so let us see if you want to sort the file the time they were last modified. So basically that's it. You have to sort the files, the modified one in the top and the exactly all the stuff in the bottom. So you have to use ls-lt, not LTT, unexpected, just LT, and hit enter. As you can see here, there actually from the very start, the file was in the top, and actually it is on the top. What if I do something else here? If I should example 5 here and ls-lt, as you can see here, the file has been modified. The order of the file has been changed here. If I just type ls-l, the order is preserved here, and it is not not, how should I put this, not according to
judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale,
according to their sizes or according to their modified dates. As you can see here, if we type lt here in ascending order, it will arrange the structure specific to their modified time here. All right, this is it. All right, this sort the file by the modification time with most recently modified file at the top. Okay, so what else thing you can do here? You can most probably combine all the option, all these switches, this is basically called switches, combine them to do something else. For example, I not only I want to list file, I want to list this according to the time, and also want it in a human readable format, and I also want the all right, a command. And if I enter, you may be able to see some extra things here. All right, I have used multiple switches like here. The L stands for list all the files. The T stands for basically sort the things in the ascending order to the modified time. H stand for, as I told you, human readable format, and A stand for all. All means basically all the files that are hidden and also visible. All right, so This was the really basics you need to know about the ls command in Linux. Okay, so to recap all, the ls command is incredibly powerful and versatile. You can list files, show hidden files, get detailed information, sort by modification time, and much more. Experiment this option to see what works best for you. Alright, that's it for today's tutorial.
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more tech tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Wasn't it my line to say? And wait, then it is yours channel, babe.